Hey, what's up, sports bettors? Alex here. I hope you're having a great Friday night. And tomorrow we have the UFC. So we have a full UFC card tomorrow. And what's more fun than betting on people to get knocked out? In my mind, absolutely nothing. Every Saturday, I love betting on the UFC and watching people go at it. So tomorrow we're going to be looking at the Josh Parisian fight. He's pretty good, right? He has 10 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, in 8 first-round finishes, 14-5 in the UFC, and lines have been absolutely ripping towards him. So we can see there's a positive EV bet on Parisian money line. So what this tool will show you, the positive EV betting tool, is it will essentially just scan the odds, right, across tons of sports books, 50 plus sports books, millions of odds, to show you the best possible bets available in your location. So we can see here, I already bet on Tom Aspinall, but this fight is also in July, so less relevant. But Josh Parisian money line is minus 104 on FanDuel. Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, is pricing this all the way down at minus 116, right? So you can see two of the sharper sports books, BetOnline and Pinnacle, have flipped. Parisian opened as a bigger underdog. I think he was like plus 120, something like this. And now he's favored, right? BetOnline, a very sharp offshore sports book, and then Pinnacle also have him favored. And we can pick this up minus 104 on FanDuel. So as lines continue to move towards him, this is a great betting spot, right? Being able to get him minus 104 odds as Pinnacle continues to rip the odds in his favor. So the OddsJam Positive EV tool is really useful because, UFC, tennis, sports where it's just one person versus one person, a lot of times there's a lot of edge, right? There's a lot of profit margin that you can extract and get as a sports bettor. Unlike team sports, it's one person versus one person. So sometimes in the UFC, the line movements are crazy, right? Somebody can open as a plus 180 underdog and end up, minus 120 by fight time because all the sharp action is coming in on him. So regardless, OddsJam identified this bet. It's not amazing, but I love betting on the UFC and we're getting value, right? The sharpest bookmakers are pricing this closer to minus 115. So this is a positive EV bet with a mathematical profit margin, and FanDuel is going to give me, a total stake of 207.90. So they're not going to let me bet as much as I want, right? This is why even if you have the most profitable bets, betting on sports full time or something like that is very difficult because sports books, once you start to make money off them, they can cap your bet sizes. But regardless, I'll go ahead, I'll lock it in. So we're on Parisian money line, minus 104, staking 207.90 to win roughly $200. So I'll go ahead, I'll add this bet to my OddsJam bet tracker. So again, the bet tracker is super useful because my goal as a sports bettor to have it be a very fun and lucrative, side hustle for me is I place a bunch of positive EV bets every day, right? And I want to know my profit and loss, right? I want to know how is my profit and loss looking as a sports bettor. So this will show you not only your net profit, but how many pending bets you have open, your ROI, and how often you're beating the closing line, right? Beating the closing line consistently is the number one indicator of being a profitable sports bettor, right? So tomorrow I have the Yankees minus 140. I have that bet on DraftKings, I believe. I have over 9 runs, whatever. A bunch of different bets available. And as a sports bettor, you want to track your bets not only so you know your profit and loss, but also you can see, am I beating the closing line? Am I beating the market, right? Beating the market, beating the closing line is really what you want as a sports bettor. So you can see right here, right? Like I have the Angels minus 130 on WinBet. Right here, the current no vig line, the current fair odds is minus 148. I have them bet minus 130. So I like to go through kind of my bet tracker on a daily basis and just make sure I'm consistently beating the closing line, right? Because even if the Angels lose tonight, I bet on minus 130. If I'm consistently beating the closing line, I know I have the edge over the sportsbook. I'm going to make money in the long run. So it's a pretty useful tool. And same for all your bets. I have tons of bets open. You want to be consistently checking Royals tomorrow to make sure you're beating the closing line because that's really all that matters as a sports bettor. So I went ahead and locked this bet in, 207.90 on Josh Parisian. I mean, would you want to fight against this guy? I certainly wouldn't. So hopefully, you're able to tail this bet at pretty good odds. And again, thanks so much for your time. Any questions you have about sports betting strategies, the math behind sports betting, we're happy to get on the phone with you, do a demo, answer any questions you have, talk about strategies. Thanks so much.